Ang dami sa inyo mga chismoso at chismosa na nagsasabi may lalabas na bagong phone from Poco this January. And sabi ng marami, it's the X8 and the X8 Pro. Sad to say, mga napapakinggan ninyo ay fake news. Dahil ang lalabas tong January is the M series. Tara, pag-usapan natin after this quick intro. So you heard it right, straight here sa aking channel, dito sa Gadget Sidekick. It's the Poco M8 and the Poco M8 Pro ang lalabas this January. Both of these devices are 5G ready. Yes, you heard it right, 5G ready na silang dalawa. And it got a really good upgrade pagdating sa kanyang design. Mas-surprise kayo talaga once na nakakita niyo yung actual design. Talagang parang nag-upgrade si M series. It used to be more of the budget series, so yung design is just okay, so-so. Pero this time around, medyo nag-step up talaga siya pagdating sa design category. Which ako, personally, I appreciate it. Lalo na yung kanang curved display, which is for me, wow, this is something new for me sa M series. So pag-usapan muna natin si M8, yung mga nalalaman kong specs para at least mabigyan kayo ng heads up kung ano nga ba i-expect nyo pagdating dito sa dalawang devices na ito. I was supposed to do this video together with Sir Janice ng Pinoy Tech Dad, but since nagta-travel ako itong holiday, so I have to do this solo. Pagdating sa M8, ang kanyang display is curved screen display and it's a Flow AMOLED display with a 6.77-inch na screen size. For me, viewing experience is quite okay. Wala kang maging problema sa kanya. If you're watching your favorite shows, and wideband level 1 nga rin pala siya guys. So you watch HD on Netflix, wala kang maging problema. And if you're watching your favorite shows sa YouTube, expect naman na okay na ba ka na display. Hindi ka mabibitin. That's one thing for sure. Another thing na gusto ko rin sa kanya is manipis siya. At 7.35mm, and for me, quite thin na siya. Kasi there are times na yung mga ibang phones na sobrang nipis, pag hinawakan mo, feeling flimsy. Ito, saktuhan lang. Wala akong complaints kanya, no? It's just giving me the right amount of grip dito sa phone na ito. And I wish na pwede ko pakita sa yung device, pero due to embargo, so I still cannot let you see the phone itself, yung physical. And it's currently being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, pero hindi naman siya super duper powerful. But for me, it's okay to get you through everyday, multitasking mo, and basta just to get you through the day. Pagdating naman sa gaming, kaya naman napatakbo yung mga games like CODM, si PUBG, si ML, wala kang maging problema. Just don't run mga heavy games like Genshin Impact and si Wuthering Waves, walang problema. And another thing na napansin ko sa kanya is gumanda rin kanyang camera, no? Compared sa M7 before, and this one packs in together with a 50MP na camera, which can give you some really nice snaps. So makikita nito on my full review, itong phone na ito. And of course, it also comes together with a 45 watts na fast charging brick. That's everything that I know ngayon para sa Poco M8. So right now, let's move on to the Poco M8 Pro. Na itong device na ito is a little bit thicker compared sa Poco M8. Pero medyo heavy ang mga specs niya under its chassis. I'm talking about para sa M series, ha? Now, itong phone na ito is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7S Gen 4. And for me, it's quite powerful enough for everyday use. It can run mga AAA games din naman dito, except that siguro set mo sa medium graphical settings to be able to play smoothly. So far, nakapaglaro naman ng mga AAA games dito. Napatakbo ko si Genshin Impact, napatakbo ko si Wuthering Waves. Well, medium graphical settings, kayang-kaya. Pero kung i-set mo sa high, expect mo na medyo mahirapan siya. But at the very least, kaya namang patakbo sa medium graphical settings just to set your expectation. Now, one thing na nagustuhan ko sa kanya is bigger ka ng screen and curved display din siya, by the way. It can give you up to 1.5K na display, which is for me good, solid. If you're watching HD, okay na okay din siya. Pagdating sa camera, dito ako medyo napabilib sa kanya. It has a 50MP na main camera sensor with Light Fusion 800 na may OIS. Mas stable siya compared sa Poco M8, and you can get nice pictures, nice videos dito sa kanya, and pwede mo rin itong gamitin pang vlogging, hindi lang siya pang gaming. It also comes with a IP68 dust and water resistance to protect your phone during accidents. And pagdating sa battery guys, ang laki rin, 6,500 mAh, and mabilis din ang kanyang charging. For a M series guys, 100 watts sa Xiaomi Hypercharge guys. Sobrang bilis mag-charge ng phone na ito. And for me a little bit above 30 minutes, tapos ng full charging, dahil medyo mas malaki ka ng battery size, definitely matutuwa ka talaga dito sa kanya. Makunat din ang kanyang battery. I'll tell you na umabot ako ng roughly, if tama ako tama naalala ko, 22 to 23 hours screen on time dito sa Poco M8 Pro, which I'm really excited na ipakita na sa inyo lahat ng nalalaman ko sa aking full review. But as of now, limited lang ako dito sa mga sinasabi ko dahil sa embargo. So I hope guys na mag-subscribe kayo dito sa aking channel para masubaybayan nyo ang full review ko and ang Poco M8 Pro dito para makita ninyo kung gaano ka-okay itong phone dito. Is it just hype o talagang maganda? Malalaman natin lahat yan during my full review. So paano yan guys? Hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.